Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. This is more of a rant video, so I apologize, but it needs to be said. Haven't been able to get here for the last couple days. I've been very busy with work and some family stuff, but I made it a point to get up here right now because it's coming hot and heavy. You know, you hear me say it every now and then. This week is going to be something interesting. Wednesday, February 6th, depending on when you're watching this is 2019, at 10 a.m., the House Committee on the Judiciary, I'm so angry I can't even say it, they're actually going to take up a meeting in a full committee, and they're going to talk about preventing gun violence. And on their actual weekly schedule, it says the hearing's name is Preventing Gun Violence, a Call to Action. Excuse me. I'm trying to find anything I can. I'm trying to burn up some of my contacts to see if they can tell me what this call to action is. Is this where they're going to start looking at some of these bills that I've been talking about since the beginning of the year? Is this where the assault weapon ban gets kicked out to the floor, and comes out of committee to go to the floor for a vote this week or next week? Is this where we get all these bans I've been talking about? Is this where something comes down the pike that is going to be something that could cause this country to turn on its head? Let me read you a quote that this actually happened 3 days ago. But Representative Eric Swalwell, he's a complete ass clown out of California, Democrat, of course. And I will be tagging him on Twitter and Facebook. I want him to see this. This clown said this quote, and bear with me, okay? His quote was that the right to be safe supersedes any other rights. Talking about the Second Amendment. Now, I am not a constitutional scholar. I did not study the Constitution for my college degree. My degree is in another area. But I have been through intense training on the Constitution because my job profession operates within it. And since I was a young buck and put my hand to the sky and took the oath to defend this nation, and then subsequently took the oath to defend my community, I've had a passion for the Constitution. As you know, that's why this channel exists. But when I have a congressman who inherently is supposed to be educated, most of them are lawyers, and they all think that they're God's gift to the planet. But when they say something so asinine, so stupid, that it makes you question, do they even know anything about the document that they're there in Congress working with? The answer is no for this clown, all right? If you look, and we'll go through this real quick, and this is for you, Mr. Swalwell, if you happen to see this, or any of your cronies watch this. I assume some of the thumbs down is going to be from your people. There is no right to be safe in the Constitution. It's not a constitutionally guaranteed right. Where people get their safety is from utilizing all of our rights, the freedom to move freely, the freedom of the press, the freedom to assemble, the freedom to practice the religion of your choice, the freedom to be free of governmental intrusions in your home, except for the NSA, the right to due process, the right to a speedy trial, the right to be free from cruel or unusual punishment. Those are your constitutionally recognized and guaranteed rights, because we don't get our rights from Congress. You guys, you clowns, do not give us any rights. You are actually limited by that document. That's why it was created. And you work for us, you clown. And as your employer, I'm about to drop some knowledge on you. And you might want to read that Constitution, okay? You can even get it on your app. I mean, there's an app right here on your phone, and it'll spell it out for you. It's called the Constitution. And even if you don't have an iPhone, they're on Google. They're on everything. You need to read this, sir, because you're making an ass of yourself routinely. There is no right to be safe, but there is a right to keep and bear arms. So your made-up, feel-good, social justice warrior bull about, I need to be safe, that's how we stay safe, is by having an equalizer. Somebody wants to break in the middle of the night, they're going to get what they have coming from them in most houses in America. If our country needs to be freed once again, the Second Amendment is there for that reason. It was never intended for hunting deer or going out to get a boar or let's go plank and shoot a .22 at the range. That's not what it was for. That's not what the founding fathers did. What they did was they gained our freedom by shooting the Brits in the face. And that's how they got our freedom. And it was so important that they knew that government would eventually become what you clowns are now, so power hungry, with your heads is bigger than my field of view on this camera, and you think that you're better than us. You're not. Call me out. Prove I'm wrong. You know, you might have a fancy degree, but you have no common sense. You don't even understand that there is no right to be safe, and it doesn't trump anybody else's rights. See, our rights are like tools in a toolbox. Okay, I might not choose to use my right to assemble. I might not want to use my right of freedom of the press unless I'm going to SHOT Show. But I might want my right to keep and bear arms. You might not want to utilize that tool. I'll never tell you what tool you should use for whatever situation you're in, but I will never let you tell me what tools I can have in my toolbox, because you're not big enough to take my tools from me. So I digress. This Swalwell character also said that, this was on Friday, he made this quote, call me crazy, but I can't wait for next week. On Wednesday, our House Judiciary Committee will have the first hearing on gun violence in 8 years. A new Congress is putting your right to be safe over any other rights. And that ain't the way it works, buddy. No single right is held in higher esteem than the other. You can't just say that, you know what, maybe I don't like people's freedom of religion. Well, that right is out the window and we're going to value some other right more. You don't get to do it. Sorry. I know you guys do this because you play with the sheep and they drink the Kool-Aid or the coffee, which I really need right now. But, they want the free stuff, so they'll buy your speech. But the real people out here, the ones of us behind every blade of grass, we see through you. We know what's coming. But do you know what's coming? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is here. I thought maybe we should have some type of march on Washington, but the more people I've spoken to, it doesn't matter. Petitions don't matter. The Congress we have now, they don't care if 1 million of us show up. They're still going to violate our rights. What will make them squirm is if maybe we did like they're doing in Pittsburgh and Allegheny County. Maybe if we put pressure on our district attorneys, county, state, etc., to start holding these people accountable who are violating the Constitution, who are violating their oath of office. Maybe, just maybe, and I know this is a far shot because there are district attorneys who don't care about the Constitution because, there are liberals in that end too. But we should start charging these people criminally for the criminal acts that they do upon the country and the freedom and our liberty. What do you say? So Eric Swalwell, I challenge you. Come take my tools. Come take America's tools. You're going to lose. And I know that you guys, your group, don't have the balls to do it yourselves. Most of us have had enough. I've taken 3 days to do some other stuff, and the amount of bills that just keep coming, it is ridiculous. The amount of bills that have been filed, both federally, locally, and in state levels here, and we're only in the 5th week of the year. It is mind-numbing, and where that is my passion, my gig, that's one of the reasons I took a couple days off. There's just so much coming down the pike. I just needed a day or two to clear this because I have other facets in my life that matter. It's coming hot and heavy, guys and gals. States that have been, pro-liberty are falling. Or they're having bills instilled where it's only a matter of time before one of the bills that they throw at the wall will stick. I mean, you have New Hampshire with a red flag bill. You have states like Florida who are crumbling. You have states like Nevada, which have been pro-Constitution, that have just now, at this last cycle, gotten a Democratic majority, and things are about to fall in Nevada like you've never seen. States like Utah are falling. It's just mind-blowing. We need to start getting the district attorneys, whose job is the people's lawyer, to start charging those people who violate their oath of office, those people who file illegal and unconstitutional laws. It's their turn to pay. I hope this is a thought-provoking video, not typical of the videos I usually do, but I just needed to vent, and I need to hear what you all think. 11.5 million views. I want to hear the voice of the people and what you think. It's enough. If you know what I'm getting at, the time, we're done. We are so done with your bullshit. We are. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all of your support. It means so much to me. Let's continue to get this channel to grow. I want to hit that 100K, as you know, and there's a free gift for someone once we do hit 100K, as long as you are a subscriber. And I'll have a video. I'll put it right here. I won't go through the whole thing verbally because YouTube was just going to attack this video because of it. But thank you for your support. It means the world. Until we see each other again, this is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. Be safe. Stay vigilant. Oh, and by the way, support those who support you. And if the other agency grabbed them and shook them, we would not be where we are right now. Take it to the bank. Be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a weapon. Take care, everybody.